Hey guys, it's Carrie with Mama Dares to DIY, and I want to thank y'all for tuning into my channel today. If this is your first visit to my channel, I want to say a big hello, or if you're a returning subscriber, I want to say welcome back, my friend. I am really super excited about this next series, y'all, because it's a Halloween series, but it's also a Pottery Barn inspired. I'm not going to call it a knockoff because it's not exact, but it is definitely Pottery Barn inspired, and I can't wait for y'all to watch this series. I did decide to do this in short little videos versus grouping them together into a longer video. So I hope y'all enjoy this, and if you do, give it a big thumbs up because that would mean the world to me. And if you are not already subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button. That's going to give you every single time you're going to get a notification when I upload a new DIY. So keep watching, y'all. I hope you enjoy this series, and if you do, share it with your friends because that's what good friends do. We share things we love with our friends. So without further ado, let's get started. Hey y'all, in today's video, we're going to be duping the Pottery Barn metal, skull, and ceramic round platter, as well as the condiment tray. And I decided to group both of these projects together because they're basically the same thing, but just a little bit different. But they're so similar, I thought it would be better to go ahead and group those together. So let's get started on these. Now, to make the condiment tray, we're going to need a couple of things that did not come from the Dollar Tree, but they were still really inexpensive. So I picked up these $1.50 for 4. I picked up these from Five and Below. You can use the skulls from the Dollar Tree, but the ones from Dollar Tree were just a little bit smaller. And for this project, I really liked the bigger size because my bowls were pretty large. And I thought the smaller ones, you know, just looked a little, well, small. So, but you can totally use this if you don't have a Five and Below near you. But if you do, I do like the way that these large ones look. So let's get started. And I will show you what the small ones look like too, so you can have an idea and just make your own judgment. So we're gonna need a 3 count of the white bowls from Dollar Tree. These come 3 to a pack, and they have little blue stickers on them that I've already taken off. And the great thing about these already being white is we don't have to paint these. So if you can find your dishes in white, that totally saves you a step. So y'all, this is so simple. So the condiment tray has the 3 compartments, and these are a little bit larger than the actual one from Pottery Barn, but I don't mind it. You know, in fact, it's, you know, pretty close for a dupe. So the round platter from Pottery Barn, I'm sorry, the condiment tray from Pottery Barn, you can't actually get anymore. It's either discontinued or sold out online, whatever, but you can't get this anymore. I did find one on eBay, and it was $80, y'all. $80. We're gonna have roughly $2 and change in hours. So, you know, it's close enough. So we're also gonna need for this project a clear crystal glass, whatever, it's glass. This is not crystal, y'all, this is glass. It came from the Dollar Tree, it was $1. Okay, so we're gonna need one of these, and we're gonna need our skull. And we're gonna need our glue gun and our E6000. So let me show you what the small one looks like. Isn't that cute? Totally do not hate the small one at all. I just feel like for the size of the bowls, and I had these on hand already, I thought, well, let me just see what this looks like. And I just think that's a much better size. But that's just my own personal opinion. You know, you be the judge of you. Okay, so let's glue this guy down. So, y'all know I like to double glue. I like that instant glue, and then I like the hot glue too. So we'll put a little dab of E6000. Just a couple little dabs. And then we're gonna put a few dabs of hot glue too. The hot glue is gonna give us that instant hold. The E6000 is gonna give us the long lasting hold. And I may have to actually put a little bit more hot glue. Oh, there's my stick. I didn't quite get my glue in the right spot. Whoopsie. Well, we are just having all kinds of difficulties today with our glue gun. Okay. All right, now let's get this guy down. And you be, you know, ever how particular or picky you want to be with where you place your skull, but I like to have it lined up so it's at least the front is lined up with this. But you know, if you're not that picky, then no worries. Now, I'm really not digging this whole plastic thing hanging down, so I'm just going to kind of take my scissors and get rid of that. I feel like I'm doing brain surgery here. Okay, so that step is done. So let me show you what we're going to need for this DIY. We're going to need the champagne glasses. There's 6 in this package, and we're only going to be using one of those, but we'll use these for something else later on, so just stay tuned. So we're also going to need a package of 10 of the tumblers. We're going to need 1 package of the skulls, and we're going to be using these for several things in this series, so stay tuned. And we're also going to need a platter. Now, I looked for a white platter that had the sides on it like I wanted from Dollar Tree, and I could not find those. My Dollar Tree just did not have them. If yours does, there is a platter that you can get, and it's actually a set of 2 plates, and I'll put a link here if you can find them at your Dollar Tree. My kitty's trying to say hello, y'all. I'm not going to let him jump up here. No, I'm working. No, we're working. Sorry, y'all. But this is just one of the crystal clear platters. Like I said, I could not find the white ones that I wanted. So I'm just going to use this and make it be what I need it to be. Okay, so we want to be sure to take off the plastic from our tray. We're going to need a white spray paint. We're going to need a silver spray paint. You can do gold, you can do rose gold, you can do, you know, any of the metallic colors, but I happen to love this one. This comes from the Dollar General, I believe it is, but the color and the coverage that you get, I am absolutely in love with. And then, of course, the Rust-Oleum 2X paint. This covers really well, and it only takes 1 coat for this. So we want to take this platter, and because we're going to be putting food on the inside of this, we don't want to paint the inside. So y'all, we're going to flip this baby over, and we are going to paint the outside. Okay, so we're going to paint that with our white paint. So I'm just going to set that aside, and we'll come back to that. So now we're going to move on to what we're going to use our silver spray paint for. We're going to need to make the center and also the bottom. Now, for the bottom, I'm going to use one of these little plastic tumblers. So we're going to put a nice coat of this silver spray paint on here, just like this. You literally don't have to do anything to it. We're just going to use it like this. If you want it to be a little more sturdy, you know, you can stack 2 of them together and put a little glue in there if you do that. But you don't have to. I actually just used one of these and it worked out just fine. So now we're going to need one of our little champagne flutes. Okay, so we're going to take our flute just like this, and we're actually not going to need the bottom, believe it or not. We're just going to need the cut part. So you can save your bottoms, and trust me, we'll be doing something else with those soon. So, y'all, this is so easy. So you're going to take one of your little skulls, and you're going to take your X-Acto knife. Where did I put my X-Acto knife? La, 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 I just had it. I think my cat stole my X-Acto knife. Oh well. We'll try it with scissors. So we'll just make a little hole right in his head.
And that actually cut pretty easy. If you have an X-Acto knife, use an X-Acto knife. I really do think my cat stole my X-Acto knife because he was mad at me. So I just took and made a little X right there in his little jawbone area. We're gonna take our little champagne flute. We're gonna take our handy dandy glue gun. We're just gonna put a little bit of glue on the top of this champagne flute. And y'all, this is all you do. Put his head on a stick. We're just gonna stick his little head on there. You might wanna hold it there just for a second while it dries. Just so you make sure his head is, you know, he's not falling off. Okay, so now that we've got both of our skulls glued on, so this is gonna be for our tray, and then this one's gonna be for our condiment tray. So we're gonna head outside and we're gonna give these guys a nice, pretty coat of silver spray paint. We're also gonna give the back side, remember we're not coating the front side because we're gonna be using that. We're gonna coat the back side with our white 2X paint, okay? So I'm gonna run outside, I'm gonna get these painted, and I'm gonna give it time to dry, and I'll be back in just a second. So hang tight. Guys, we're back and all of our pieces have had time to dry, and look how cute those are. Like this guy, y'all, I'm living for him. He is just adorable. Now we may go back in and put a little bit of our black highlights just in his eyes. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna look at it and just kind of see how I like it, but I really like how our champagne flutes turned out with the antiquing in it. So I may go back and put just a little bit of that antiquing in this guy's eyes, but I'm not for sure yet. So that's why I haven't done that yet. And then this is our tray. This is what we spray painted. And y'all look at the front of it. Oh. And now you don't have to worry about whether it's food safe or not because we haven't touched this. So this is still food safe. Okay, so now let's flip it over. And I'm gonna use a little bit of E6000 and also a little bit of hot glue because I want a nice hold, but I need a permanent hold that's like instant too. So I'm gonna put a little bit of my E6000 in the center. Okay. And now I'm gonna use a little bit of my hot glue too. So the hot glue is gonna give it an instant hold, and my E6000 is gonna give it a little bit longer hold. And as cheap as this is, y'all, you can throw it away. But I mean, of course, if I could get one extra year out of it, if I could get a couple of years out of this, it would totally be worth it for me. Because y'all, this tray from Pottery Barn, now granted it is metal and ceramic and this is all plastic, but still, this tray from Pottery Barn, the real one cost $59. Like, as much as I love this, I'm not paying $59 for the real thing. Sorry, Pottery Barn. I love you, but no. Okay. So now let's flip it over. That's nice and stuck. And we're going to do the same thing with the center. I'm just going to put a little bit of my E6000 on the edge. We're going to do the same thing with the center. We'll put a little bit of E6000 on the edge here. It's not going to take a whole lot. Let me put my cap back on. And then I'm going to put a little bit of my hot glue too. Just to give it that instant hold. I usually like to set my E6000 aside, or whatever I glue with my E6000. I like it to hold for at least 24 hours before I mess with it. And so you can see the hot glue. Okay. So now you want to make sure your skull is facing forward. And don't push it down until you know that you're in the center. And y'all, there's our tray. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the condiment tray. And let me show you how easy this is. Now I am gonna do a little bit of antiquing in the eyes like I did on the last video with the champagne flutes, just because I think it gives it a little bit of character. So let me show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna do just like we did before. We're gonna take our black Craft Mart acrylic paint. We're gonna put a little bit of water with it. We just wanna kinda give it a wash. Just a little bit of a color wash. Okay, so now we'll just put a little bit of color in his eyes, just like this. We'll put some in his nose. I feel like I'm picking boogers here, but it's all right. We'll put a little bit in his mouth. Now we're gonna take our damp paper towel, just like we did in the last one. We're just gonna dab a little bit of it off. We don't want a lot of it gone. We just want a little bit of it, you know, just to give it some dimension. Now look, see, I did not wait until this was good and dry, but I'm not gonna worry about it because we'll just throw some antique in on that. I'll let you see how cute he is. Okay, so now we're ready to put our bowls together. And I want my little guy to be facing the center here, so I'm gonna try to center him up between these two right here. And honestly, I don't even know if I'll use E6000. If I can get hot glue to hold this, then that's what I'm gonna do. You just have to kind of be careful and make sure that you're putting your glue where your bowls meet. I mean, I'm not building a house here. This is all just really gonna be for looks. This is gonna be sitting on my table. Let me pull it back so you can see. And we're gonna have our condiments in here for our party. And look, see, that holds enough. It's stuck pretty good. I mean, it's sticking enough for me to pick it up. So I just didn't really like the way that, you know, the trays looked, the way where they were meeting. So I thought, well, what if I do some of the smaller ones and put those right on the sides where those meet? That'll also give it a little bit more stability because I can put some more glue there. So I think that's what we're gonna do, y'all. Don't y'all think that looks better? I do. So I am gonna go back in with some E6000. I just like the way the E6000 holds, but I'm still gonna use my hot glue too. So I would put a bead of E6000 in the middle and a little bit of hot glue on the ends. Okay, so I think y'all will agree that this does look a lot better. I'm glad that I went back and fixed that because it was just really bothering me that I wasn't totally happy with it. So now I'm totally happy with it, and I honestly think it looks better than the Pottery Barn one, don't y'all? So let's look at this again. So we've got our condiment tray that retails for $80 on eBay because you can't get it on Pottery Barn anymore. This one cost me roughly, the bowls were 3 for $1 and the candlestick was $1, and I'm gonna say roughly less than $1. So this one was around $3 to make. And then we've got our ceramic tray knockoff. The one from Pottery Barn retails for, I think, $59. We'll round that up to 60. And we've got roughly, this tray was $1, and I mean, probably to make up the difference between this, we'll say this was $1. So for less than $4, we have duped these two Pottery Barn pieces that would have cost you $140 on Pottery Barn. So y'all, I am totally happy with this DIY dupe. This is awesome. I think it's gonna look great for my Halloween party. And I hope y'all like it too. If y'all enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And also don't forget to share it with your friends, because y'all remember, that's what friends do. I will see y'all next time, because I'm gonna start working on the next video as soon as I am done with this one, because I'm gonna upload a new video tomorrow. I've never done a video every day, but I have challenged myself to do that with this series because I'm so excited about it. So y'all stay tuned, because the next video is coming tomorrow. Happy DIYing, y'all.